triple competing primary stats, and electrocute, which is not a common skill for wizards, so really nice natural crit, really nice natural dexterity. Um, Unfortunately, it's got a no socket, and you would need to at least double those numbers, and you'd still be crying. Okay, no life component, no resist all, fourth best resist, no crit chance. A lot of things missing on those bracers, despite having a good number of affixes and some decent numbers on the primary stat. Much worse here. Okay, triple sockets, that immediately stands out on a chest, makes it interesting. But no life component and triple competing primaries and a wasted thorns. Pretty much same as the other bow. We've got high dexterity, a good vitality, natural crit, but intel, vitality, and a very nice life regen. But there's no resist component whatsoever, and there is no sockets. So you've got under 200 when you add up a primary and vitality. And I think people are looking for a minimum of 300 when you add up your primary and vitality on a chest. That's really bare bonesing it if it doesn't have a ton of other stuff. Okay, you've got a couple things here. Moderate dexterity, very nice combination of physical and resist all. But the life regen is basically a wasted affix there. So is the armor, and there's no life component, and there's no movement speed. And those are two huge no-nos. Very good resists, and nothing else. If only. This is pretty low, unfortunately. If it had some natural crit, this would be excellent. You could definitely get some money for it. But only having crit in the socket, the only other thing it's got going for it is the triple digits and intel. So put a gem in this and be able to get a little bit of money. This is a little interesting. Basically, it's life on hit, a splash of life, and magic find. I don't think anyone would necessarily buy this. I mean, it does have perfect gold find, but I think it's gonna, I don't know. So basically, there's two different audiences this might appeal to. Be interesting to compare. This is a pretty decent vitality. It's absolutely in the triple digits when you compare the percent modifier. But there's no resist all. There's just a single resist. So I'll look this up. I think there was something similar before where it was just primary vitality plus a single resist that I was interested in. Nope. Nothing here. Gold's too low to count. And getting a lot of armor today. A lot of armors and affix, rather. Nothing that saves these low numbers on this sword. Double primaries and health globes. That's amazing. Really low resist all, a wasted cold, and extremely low primary and vitality. Nope. Chance to block's way too low. Even the gold find, I believe it still goes up to 25 on your offhand slot. Maybe it caps at 20? I forget. It's 25 on almost every other piece for gold find, but I don't remember if it's 20 or 25 on the offhand slot. Natural crit in a socket, but numbers are way too low. I guess this guy's definition of nice is different than mine because those need a lot of work. No life component, a single resist, no crit damage, no attack speed, barely in the triple digits in intelligence. And even the crit chance is half of what it can be. Okay, these are interesting chests. We've got even the vitality and the life percent together don't quite get you into triple digits if you were to convert it to vitality. But you do have a little bit of physical, a little bit of resist all, and double sockets. So you could put 1 gem of strength, 1 gem of vitality, and then you basically got both of your primary and your vitality easily in triple digit range. So that's a very, very low sale. Here's some good numbers. Unfortunately, it's intellect on a barbarian weapon, but you do have attack speed and an open socket, so it's got a shot. Dexterity, vitality, a good life modifier. Attack speed is 15. I think it caps at 18 on quivers. And a socket. So, I mean, you could put the dexterity in triple digits. I don't know. I'll do a search on this for dexterity in triple digits, vitality around 150 when you add in that life percent. And then, so I'll search for like 100 dex, 150 vitality, 15% attack, 14% attack speed, lowered a little bit. Take a look. Not enough. The only life on these shoulders is the percent modifier, and the primary numbers are just way too low. Good intellect numbers, good life regen, but again, these are gloves, and the standards are just way too high on gloves. I think at a minimum, you need 1 of either crit damage, crit chance, or attack speed. And then if you have 2 of those, I think you can get away with not having maybe a resist all or a vitality component. And if you have 3 of those, maybe you can get by not having 2 of a primary or a life or a resist all component. Ugh, level 62 amulet, and it sucks. $280 on a level 63 axe with intellect and life on kill. Gold find and magic find competing for your audiences. Nothing else. Wow. So there's no life component, no primary stat, no resist component. The very first thing listed is armor, which is generally one of the last things on an affix list. Unless somebody really likes zombie dogs, I don't think this one's going anywhere. Unfortunately, the primary you choose and the life are probably equivalent to only double digits. The poison resist is a waste, so that nice life regen number really makes me sad, because even if there's only like 20 more on the strength or the dex, you might be able to justify a sale. Especially if you had one of them in the triples and then that poison was turned into fire or physical. Too low? Nothing worth seeing here. Competing gold find and magic find, and the gold find isn't high enough to be valuable on its own. So essentially all it's got is vitality and magic find. Too low? Wow. It's unfortunate. Some empty pockets and some resistol. That's what those pants got. Very nice single resist number, just the category is bad. Wasted Thorns affix, no life component, no resistol, no sockets. Vitality and lifesteal are not enough to up those weapon DPS numbers into an acceptable cumulative value. This isn't too bad. It's got no life component though. It's got triple primaries, which is really hurting it. If you could take those two of those triple primaries and turn them into something else, or even triple down on one of them, you'd have a shot. Alright, final two pieces here. In his glory with pretty low numbers, I think. And Xenomos' Journey. Wow. So I might have a couple of brimstones here. Alright, off to the auction house. Most of my slots are all taken up right now, so I'm not going to have room to sell anything right now. Okay, let's take a look at this this wand first. I'll take a look at the socketed things first, and then if they're sellable, I'll go back in game and put a socket in them. But I think I'm most interested in the mighty weapon and the wand in terms of potential.